Disagreeing in relationships is perfectly normal, and sometimes it escalates into more like an argument, more like a fight. Those kind of emotions, they don't feel good. It really affects us to be in discord with somebody. So we want to get ourselves as quickly into resolution, right? Where we can feel better, where we can look at our partner and we like them again. Where we physically feel better and we can focus on the other parts of our life because this thing isn't like this black cloud isn't looming over us. How do we get there fast? I have a great question for you. I'm Stacy, and this question is a question for you to ask yourself. A question for you to ask before you engage in an exchange. And it's not necessarily easy, but it can have really, really fast results. And here's the question. You ask yourself, what here belongs to me? Like what we want to do is we want to draw a line and then like the other person's on the other side and we're on this side and it's just a full on finger pointing. Like this whole thing is your fault. We separate ourselves instead of thinking about how we can stand next to each other and resolve this issue together. And even though in the heat of the moment, like it kind of feels like you don't really want to resolve with them, I work with people all the time about this issue and really in their heart, they want resolution. We all want resolution. Even if we're like angry or really hurt in the moment, we really do. So if we think about ourselves as sort of sitting next to somebody and focusing on this, arguments get really complicated. There's usually just like one incident, right? One sentence said or one little thing that happens, but they quickly blow up into bigger things. And that's because then we have reactions to that. Okay. So now it's not just the incident, it's my reaction to it and it's that person's reaction to it. So now we have reaction involved. And then other things come up like, this touches on history that we have together and other things that have happened. And it touches on our own personal history and it brings up like fears and limiting beliefs. And like this one little incident gets really, really complicated. And there's usually stuff that's mine and there's stuff that's the other person's. So think about like if you're at an airport, right? You're waiting for your luggage and you're in front of the conveyor belt and the two of you are standing next to each other and you're looking at the baggage, right? And you're able to say, oh, well, that's mine. You know, okay, I'm going to own that. I'm going to own that quick, angry reaction I had or the thing that I did or, oh, that's my old stuff coming up. And someone has to go first. Someone has to go first. Somebody has to start doing this first, taking some responsibility. And that gives the other person, it's like extending an olive branch, you know, it gives them a modeling of how to do this well. And when we point fingers outward at them all the time, what is someone going to do? They get defensive, they shut down. But as soon as we start saying things like, okay, well, that's mine, there's a much higher likelihood that the person that you're in the argument with will be able to say, well, okay, well, that's mine. And as soon as you guys start doing this, you start an open dialogue with each other about what happened. But someone has to go first and we can do it. It's not always easy, like I said, but we can be the person who stops before we engage and we ask ourselves this question. What here belongs to me? If you ever are in a situation where nothing belongs to you, I would really dig a little deeper because almost 100% of the time, some piece of this whole big mess does belong to you. Just like if it's me, some of it belongs to me. I'll be the first person who doesn't want to pick up any of that baggage, but it's mine. And I want to get to resolution fast with the people I love because I don't like that feeling of being in that conflict and discord. So next time, and life will give you lots of opportunities. Next time you feel like you're in this situation with someone, your partner, a kid, a sibling, a coworker, whatever, stop and pause and ask yourself, what here belongs to me? And start talking about that to the other person. And I think you'll be really surprised at how that can unlock the conversation and get you faster to resolution, which is what we all want, right? If you are interested in 11 ways to turn an argument into a conversation, you can download that. I will put the link in the comments. And I just wish you peaceful resolution in all of your relationships. And you, my friend, you can be the leader here. You can be the one that goes first. You can be the mature one in the relationship and turn these conflicts into constructive conversations.